you absolutely give me goosebumps, okay, every time we connect. And I'd love to just open up this conversation with you and ask you a few questions about our beautiful collaboration. So I'd love to know where you were when you started working with me and what made you want to.
Right, so where I was floating about aimlessly in the world, not really knowing what my purpose was, what I was doing here. I also realised I had less life left to live than I'd already lived, and I didn't want the next part to be lived in the same way. So I wasn't too sure how to change all of that, but I knew there had to be a change because I felt as though I was just sort of aimlessly floating about, not really knowing where I was going and what I was going to do. I just knew it had to change. So then I think we met one day and we had a sort of sample of what you were all about. Didn't know anything about it, but instantly connected with yourself. We did a really wonderful meditation that I hadn't done anything like that before, that just hit right home. I mean, really, there was struggle for words to describe it. It was so epic. But you used the line zone of genius, being in your zone of genius. And it was like a bolt of lightning. I thought, that's it. That's what makes sense to me. I want to be living in my zone of genius. So yeah, after that, I was like, whatever you said I should sign up for, I thought, I'm going for my zone of genius.
Love that. I love that. And what are the benefits that you've received in the collaboration?
There are so many benefits. Every time we join up, there's something learned, there's something dropped, there's something recreated. So I've learned so much about myself. I've broken so many things that have been holding me back through my more first half of life, which has been incredible. I mean, it's just life-changing, to be honest. So I've dropped so many things that were not serving me or the people around me or the world, basically. So I think it helps you come out of the mire of the stories and the yuck of what's can be creating or happening round about you, to elevate you above that, to become more of a better spirit, a better contributor to the universe, to be living in a much more positive way. If you're positive, then you're rubbing off the positivity to everyone else. There's just no end to the list of benefits, because every day is a new day, every day is a new learning. And as you rise up through all these learnings and you're dropping off all these not bad habits, but past experiences, you realize that you're not made up of your past. You're really wanting to be your future, but in the present right now. So I just feel a bigger, better person, not human, but person, spirit, every time I do this kind of work.
Now I've got the goosebumps, the tears in my eyes. I feel that. And was there any surprises that you weren't expecting?
Yes, lots. Some of it was very painful, but very necessary. And so some parts worked really quickly and some parts took longer to get through, and you just have to trust and you just have to allow yourself to work through the process. I'm not worried about the process or concerned about the process anymore, because I know it gets to the end point when it needs to get to the end point. And if it's taking time to get to the next stage, it's because you're needing to go through that process and let everything integrate you know, both physically and mentally and emotionally and spiritually. Everything just needs to all flow together, and then when it all joins up, that's you done. Move up to the next level. So I can't, another surprise is I can't believe we're nearly 2 years, because I think, where's the time gone? I was like, when you said, oh, let's sign up for 12 months, I was like, good grace, that's a heck of a long time. Now I'm like, God, look how much we've done in 12 months. You know, you can literally change your life. I have changed my life in 12 months. So now I'm like, wow, what can I do with the next 12 months? And I think it just, what's the other nice surprise is knowing that I'm actually a decent person, you know, a decent spirit, you know. It's like coming out of your human being self and learning who you are as a spirit, that, you know, you're allowed unconditional love, you're allowed, you know, self-respect, compassion, all these things. And life doesn't need to be hard. You know, there's lots of stuff that we make hard with all the stories that we put in our heads. And if we just learn to break these stories, man, it's enlightening. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. And you touched on the 12 months. It does feel like we have literally quantum leaped. It feels that it's been such a collapse of time over the last almost 2 years.
Yeah.
What were your initial thoughts? Just to dive into that piece deeper, what were your initial thoughts of 12 months, a 12-month commitment?
I thought that was bonkers, 12 months, because, you know, it's like a talky-feely program. Like if you signed up for 12 months to say, right, you're going to walk 30 miles a month and then move up to 40, you know, something physically that you can quantify, then you think, all right, well, I'm going to start here, I'm going to finish it. But you don't really know with this kind of program, because there's nothing out there like it. And that's what's so great about it. Because it works, and it's different, and it's hardcore, and it gets right to the core of everything. So you have to put a lot of trust and faith. And because I didn't know what the program was about, I put my trust and faith in you. But that was easy. That was the easy bit, because you're the easy bit. And the program, you just think, well, it'll be what it be. But if Frankie says, you know, I need to do this, then I'll do it. So yeah, I think people would be quite surprised to sign up for 12 months. I mean, I don't know if people sign up for 12 months for anything nowadays. I mean, gym memberships, you know, don't even have contracts now. So yeah, surprised, but so glad I did it, because you need it. You need it. As I said before, some parts of it you could get through quite quickly, other parts take longer, and you need that time for it all to process through. But once you've gone through it, you don't need to repeat it. Like all that inner child work that I did, that was really tough, but dealt with it. It's in the bag, boof, done. Let's go forward. So that's what I would say.
Beautiful, and that's testament to your work. Like what you're feeling now is a complete reflection of how deep you've gone.
Yes.
Practice.
Yes, I suppose that's another surprise that I was able to do that. I think as well, because I'm not into journaling. I wish I had written down more of what I've achieved, you know, just as a tick box type thing. But at the end of the day, I feel into how I am now, and it's completely different to where I was before. So. Mm-hmm.
And I love that you've said that, because there is no set process for this. Well, journaling and meditation work for some people. You feel into it, and it's your walks that are your activators. So it's about finding your own unique blueprint and your own unique process, because for everyone it's completely different. And we do that intuitively, yeah.
Definitely.
Beautiful. And for anyone who was considering my coaching programs, whether it's 6 months self-sourced or one-to-one private coaching, because you've done both, what would you say to them?
If you're stuck in your life, if you're unsure where you're going, or even if you've got parts of your life that you're not happy with, or you think, you know, you can improve on, I would say do it. Just go with it. Just do it. Don't Frankie says this all the time, and now I'm saying it as well. Don't worry about how you're going to do it. The how will come. Just get on and do the program, and absolutely, without a doubt, it will change your life. Completely change your life for the better.